How big is each internal angle of a regular hexagon? You might also hear the word interior. Interior also means same as internal, which is the angles on the inside of the shape. Exterior angles are the angles on the outside of the shape. So I've got a pentagon here to show you. So all the interior angles would have eyes on them inside the shape. All the exterior angles is when you take a side of the shape and just extend it. So extend that side, and that's the exterior angle. Extend that side, that's the exterior angle. Extend this side, that's the exterior, and so on. So you might notice that the interior and the exterior basically are angles on a straight line. And I'm going to write that down. So interior plus exterior are angles on a straight line. And we know from a previous year that angles on a straight line add up to 180. So the interior plus the exterior adds up to 180. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that is because of the very simple way to remember the exterior angle of a shape. So if you imagine all the exterior angles on this pentagon, and then you imagine the shape reducing all the way down to a tiny little pentagon in the middle, then what you will find by the time it reduces all the way to becoming a dot, the exterior angles would fit together around that dot, and you'd be able to draw a circle around them like that. And all the exterior angles, because this is a regular pentagon, they are all the same. So you can use the fact that the whole circle is 360 degrees, and there's 5 of them, so you would divide 360 by 5. And if you work that out, 360 divided by 5, so 5s into 3 won't go, carry the 3. 5s into 36 is 7 remainder 1, 5 into 10 is 2. So each of these angles would be 72 degrees. And that's the exterior angle. Now you might be thinking, well, that doesn't help, because what about the interior angle? Well, we go right back to what we said a few minutes ago. Interior plus exterior is angles on a straight line, so it adds up to 180. So if I write 72, where all the exteriors are, all you've got to do to find one of the interiors is take 72 off of 180, because it adds up to angles on a straight line, 180. So 180, take away 72. A lot of you could probably do that in your head. It's going to come out to be 108 degrees. So an interior angle, all of the interior angles on this pentagon would be 108 degrees. I will do it for another shape just to prove that it's the same thing. So for a hexagon, we've just done a pentagon. So for a hexagon, I've just realized this is not actually a hexagon. This has actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is actually a nonagon. So let's just correct the mistake there. So for a nonagon, if you wanted to work out the angles, imagine the nonagon being reduced to a tiny little 9-sided shape in the middle, and then reduced even further to a dot. All of the exterior angles fit together in a circle. So one of the exterior angles would be the whole circle, 360, divided by 9, because there's 9 equal angles. And 360 divided by 9 is going to come out to be 40. So all of these exterior angles would be 40s. To get the interior angle, you just use that rule that we talked about. The interior plus exterior equals 180, because it's angles on a straight line. So if the exterior is 40, to make it up to 180, you're going to need 140. So all of the interior angles on this shape would be 140. So in other words, that angle would be 140, that angle would be 140, that angle would be 140, and so on. And that's for a 9-sided shape. This time I have actually got it written down as hexagon. So we just did a nonagon. Let's just double check what it would be for this one. So same again, imagine the hexagon being shrunk all the way down to a tiny hexagon, and then shrunk even further till it becomes a dot. Once it becomes a dot, all the exterior angles are fitting together to make a circle, which is 360, but you want one of them, so you divide by 6 because there are 6 of them to get what 1 is. 6 into 3 won't go, carry the 3. 6 into 36 is 6. 6 into 0 is 0. So they're all 60 degrees each. So if you blew the shape back out again or made the hexagon bigger again, each exterior angle would be 60. Once you know that the exterior angles are 60, you can work out the interior angle, because interior plus exterior is angles on a straight line, which equals 180. And if the exterior is 60, to get it up to 180, you're going to need to have an interior angle of 120 degrees. So all of the interiors would be 120 degrees. And this works for any regular polygon. So if it was an octagon, you would do 360 divided by 8, because it's got 8 sides to get the exterior, and then subtract that answer from 180 to get the interior.